I'm Glenn Tookey, the Chief Executive of Sight and Sound Technology and the founder of Respexi. And I'm here with Glenn Knight from Training to Care, and we're here to discuss how to make people's lives better through the use of technology. So Glenn, tell me more about the Virtual Dementia Tour.
The Virtual Dementia Tour was invented 14 years ago by a lady called P.K. Bevel in America. It's now been experienced by nearly 1 million people in over 17 countries around the world. It's the scientifically and medically proven method of giving people with a healthy brain an experience of what dementia might be like. Ideally, it's placed, unlike Respexi, which is the early stages of cognitive impairment. With the Virtual Dementia Tour, it's in between stage 4 and 5, so mid-stage Alzheimer's. Only by walking in people with dementia shoes can you really understand the disease, and the Virtual Dementia Tour guarantees that everyone that goes through it will demonstrate classic dementia behaviours.
Do you think using the Respexi service would help someone with dementia?
I think technology is fantastic for people with dementia, especially in the early stages of dementia, because there's no cure, what we need to do is we need to keep them into the early stages as much as possible. That will then prolong their life. And having activities, especially on something like a touchscreen, is an amazing opportunity for people with dementia. And I really believe in what Respexi are trying to do, because there's so many different applications that could help them. As an example, the photographs, just in case of isolation, the ability to use Skype, there's so many different tools within the Respexi that's fantastic.
Respexi is all about helping the elderly person stay in contact with friends, family, carers. How does that work into the Virtual Dementia Tour and the work you're doing in that area?
Yeah. Well, the Virtual Dementia Tour is all about working with people who come into direct or indirect contact with people with dementia. Once they've experienced it for themselves, they can actually help by understanding the best ways of working with their family, their loved ones, and improving their lives. And that's where the Respexi possibly fits in, because the communication issues, maybe if someone's in isolation, then they can stay in contact with them, and there's facilities on there that are just fantastic.
So we put a whole range of tools into the Respexi tablet to work with different conditions. You know, a really interesting one is the use of colour and changing the background so that the background can work with different sorts of visual impairment.
And that's fantastic. And the great news is you've got red on there. Because red is the first colour we learn as children, and it's the last colour we lose in our spectrum. So the good news from from someone with dementia, and what we find during a tour is people with dementia are very attracted to red.
This is really exciting actually to see how technology is moving on and how it's bringing help and hope to people who have dementia.
And technology is fantastic for people with dementia, because with things like this, it's going to be a continuous development. Just like with the Virtual Dementia Tour, we change it, we improve on it as new technology arrives. We'll add it into the Virtual Dementia Tour.
Fantastic. Well, thanks Glenn. Thank you very much for spending the time talking to me today.
Thank you.